Welcome back to H4G Gaiden, our sideshow where we talk about gaming news, gaming topics, and whatever is on our minds. I'm your host, Tony, and with me is...
Richie.
And today we want to talk about Nintendo Labo. And for those of you that are unaware, we're going to go ahead and put a link to the trailer in the description, but also put some still shots from the trailer on screen here. But essentially what it is sort of like video games meet arts and crafts and Legos, kind of all combined. Basically, Nintendo is selling these cardboard boxes that you build, but then incorporate into the Nintendo Switch. So for example, there's one where you build a piano.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can build a robot backpack that is apparently a full robot suit, but it's got like some string attachments so that you're kind of restricted in your movement and you can use it to connect to the Switch software.
So sort of like an augmented reality, sort of virtual reality sort of thing, kind of.
A little bit, yeah.
There's one where you can basically create like a remote control bug, and you control it with the console, and you move it with the vibration of the controllers. It's interesting. Like, it was, my first thought was, what the hell is this? Like, Nintendo, what are you doing? This is idiotic. Like, you've gotten the success of the Wii. God damn it. You've gotten success on the Switch, and now you've just lost your mind.
I still find myself calling the Switch the Wii U very, very often.
Yeah. But then the second thought that I had was like, well, hang on a second. I'm not the right demographic for this at all. Not by a long shot. There's no way in hell I'm going to buy these. You know, by the way, they come with a cardboard, I'm sure, instructions and a little Switch cartridge. There's no way I'm going to buy it, build it, and like put it on my shelf. Like, I just, it's not for me. Then I'm like, what would I think about this if I was 7? What would I think about the robot backpack and the augmented reality if I was 7? And I was like, you know, I might dig this if I was younger.
Right.
You know,
you got to have that imagination in you that you're not like aware that your robot suit is a cardboard backpack.
Yes, yes, exactly. You have to at least be able to suspend your disbelief, I guess. So, you know,
that said, like, I agree with you. I think kids are gonna dig this. I think the educational component is great. But the price point seemed a little bit high when I was looking at the website. Like the 5-in-1, sort of like the base kit with the fishing rod and all that stuff. Yeah. That was, I think, was it $59.99 or $69.99? It was.
I think there's one that was 60, one that was like 70 or 80,
right.
Something like that. Yeah.
But just like when cardboard is such a big part of the picture, that seems like a high price point. I know you're getting software too, but
the software can't be that expensive.
Right.
I think you're partially paying for the R&D that went into it. So for example, with the piano, how I think it works is that it uses the camera to see which key you're pressing, and then the system reacts. So it's like, how do we figure that out? So you're kind of paying for their back-end research. But, like you said, it's cardboard, right? So my thought process initially was like, you know, in addition to like, what the hell are they thinking? They've gone too far, you know. Like,
has Nintendo gone too far?
Don't Wii U us again here with your gimmicks and like without any sort of like follow through. But I was like, but it's cardboard, so the price point, like you said, like was shocking to me.
And my question, sort of along those lines, I mean, yes, there's the crafts component to it. Building the thing is going to be fun for the little guys.
Yeah.
But apart from that, what value do you get out of that versus buying like a little Tykes Play keyboard?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, obviously it's something to interact with a system that you already have. But
that's kind of the other rub there. If you're not a gamer yourself, it's definitely not something that's going to move a system.
No. But
or at least I hope it wouldn't.
No. So it is interesting that it's like, you know, because it's cardboard, like I was trying to think back to when I was like playing with my Legos as a kid. You know, periodically I'd play with friends and we would kind of just like free build. Like in elementary school, we'd have like a bucket of Legos and we would free build. But whenever I built a set or a kit, I would always do it solo. It was always by myself in my room. I would have a set or a kit. I'd build up my Aquazone or my NASA spaceship or whatever.
Because, I mean, if you try to do it with other people, they're just going to try and dissolve it into a free build.
Yes. Yeah, basically. So I could see this being like a solo effort, but simultaneously I could see people's, like kids' friends coming over and wanting to play with it. But then the next thing that popped into my mind was, oh, it's cardboard. How durable is this going to be? Like even like reinforced cardboard is going to, you know, especially like the longer, thinner ones, like the fishing rod, you know, for example. I'm like, for 60, 70, 80 bucks or whatever the hell it is, what's the durability going to be like?
Right. On this? I don't want my kids to build it once and then it breaks, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Or like it gets too humid in my house or something like that, you know what I mean? So
I also feel like Nintendo really missed the ball on trying to teach kids about sustainability by using the actual packaging of the product in the creation of some of the sets. That's kind of a letdown.
Yeah, exactly. I really think for that price point, it should have been like plastic. Like it should have been like sort of like Connects or something like that, where it's like somehow figure out a way to put the pieces together. But you know, okay, so I'm a Nintendo collector, obviously, and I think regardless, I wouldn't be getting Labo, but I would be more inclined to if I knew that I could build it and put it on my shelf and it would stay in that condition, regardless of whether it was the summer or the winter or whatever humidity happened to be in my house or whatever. I'm not saying that it's gonna like fall apart when it gets humid, but I just think that like from a collector's standpoint, which again, not what it's aimed for, it's like you would buy the package and then never build it, because otherwise you're kind of putting it at risk for falling apart.
The Nintendo Labo loses 20% of its value after being taken out of
each key you press on the keyboard and it loses some of its value. Ultimately, I was delighted by this product.
I think it's going to be a success. I do. I think the kids are going to like it, but I'm not convinced it's going to last much longer than a fleeting fad.
Yes, I would agree. Unless, of course, they make it very, very rare like Amiibos. And then you gotta get the Labo. You gotta get this pack while it's hitting the store shelves, you know. Which I would not put past Nintendo, although they have been doing better with that lately. But
you have to tap your robot suit on the system to get a robot suit in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, exactly. It functions as an Amiibo, a secret Amiibo.
What do you think about us, Hard for Games?
Yeah.
Marketing Davo.
Oh.
A line of 3D printed products in the same line as Labo.
Yeah.
But created by Dave Perfect Tenperazzo.
I think that would be a big hit. Actually, I was putting a bunch of these 3D printed Patreon rewards in the background. People have been asking me about them. So
very nice.
Got to jump on Patreon for one of them bad boys.
Indeed.
That's my plug for the day. So yeah, any final thoughts regarding Labo?
No, I'm interested to see where it goes. Like I say, I think it's going to be a success. I don't think it's going to be a sustained success.
Yeah.
But I think it's a neat thing for the kids, and I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, good on them for being super original. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't see any other game developers or game companies doing something like this. I have critiques and concerns. I also have concerns for our audio because my wife is chatting with a friend downstairs and my baby is talking. So who knows what you're going to pick up.
It makes the episode livelier.
Exactly. It makes it seem like we have a live audience, live studio audience. So yeah, let us know what your thoughts on the Nintendo Labo are in the comments below. We would certainly love to hear them. And aside from that, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that notification button. Hear my wife laughing in the background. Thank you for hitting that notification button so you know when our videos are coming out. And we will see you all next time.
She's laughing because she's amused that you think they're actually going to click that button.
Yeah, exactly, right? Thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and a share, and we will see you guys next time.